My name is Devin Amundsen. I'm a certified dog trainer and behavior consultant through CCPDT, and I'm the founder and principal of Animal Welfare United. I have done every job in animal sheltering except for executive director. I was a kennel tech, shelter manager, dog care coordinator, behavior coordinator in Oakland, worked with shelters all around the country in various capacities, mostly in a kind of consulting way, coming in, looking at existing programs and kind of seeing what we can do to support them, and what we can do to kind of build out some of those programs or introduce new pieces to those programs. So regardless of what I've been doing, it's always been kind of every piece of it, even if my title is behavior coordinator. The first 10 years that I was in animal sheltering, I never once experienced compassion fatigue or burnout or anything like that. And then I left the industry for a little while just to teach at Bergen College. And then I missed being in sheltering so much that I went and got a job at Oakland Animal Services as a dog behavior coordinator. And within the first 6 months, I experienced burnout for the first time in my career. And it was really, really intense. And it was really kind of sudden. And I would say it's because you're dealing with all these impossible problems. And the problem as it was phrased to me when I first came to Oakland was, we don't want to be euthanizing dogs unnecessarily. But then you get in there and you start trying to dive into this problem and you go, well, really, you're not euthanizing dogs unnecessarily right now. The real problem is that you've got so many pets coming into your shelter, and the reason why all these pets are coming in is really due to housing. So there's not really a behavior piece of this. These are nice dogs that are coming in. There's no training or behavior modification necessary. You have got a housing problem out in the community. And so it kind of made me feel useless in a certain way of like, how can I really be beneficial to the shelter? And that's where the kind of real drive for Animal Welfare United started. I've been thinking about this for years, but that real like, okay, this is a problem and we have to do something about it. And the solution might not be inside the four walls of the shelter. The solution's got to be outside of it. And we've got to create this large network of people that includes housing advocates, and it includes policymakers, and it includes all these other pieces. We can't just stick to within the four walls of the shelter. So experiencing that burnout and experience that compassion fatigue in Oakland is really what jump-started me to say, like, I need to stop waiting around to launch this, and I've got to get going, and we got to make this happen. Through working at Bergen and through the last 5 years of working with students and seeing the impact that the students can have post-graduation after you give them these kind of building blocks to play with, seeing the impact that they can make was so impactful for me in looking at how do we create real change in this industry. It's not a matter of just spaying and neutering all the pets in a community. It's not a matter of training every single pet, every single dog in the city. It's really a matter of providing education to everybody that's involved in this so that everybody can be a part of the solution and everybody can help come up with new solutions that I can't come up with on my own and that we can't come up with individually, but that we can come up with together if we provide everybody with these educational pieces. I mean, the reason why United is in the name is because we want to bring all these different people together under one roof and say, hey, let's have some really constructive dialogue and let's really build something that we're proud of. And let's build something based on all the resources of our community, whether that's your animal shelter or your social services programs or your psychiatrists and psychologists and food banks. Like, let's link all of these things together. The only way we're going to get really concrete solutions to these problems is involving everybody. And everybody means literally everybody. Every person in your community, every member of the public, every professional, I don't know, any field. Great ideas come from everywhere. Firmly believe that.